Good morning all of you. Welcome back to our platform. Today I will talk about computer. My topic belongs to class 9. Today we will discuss about chapter number 2, and in this chapter we will discuss about the question answers of this chapter. So let's start. Our first question: what are the advantages and the limitations of oral communication? Explain with the example. First of all, we will discuss about the advantages of oral communication. There are following advantages of oral communication. It is interpersonal and help to building the relationship. If we want to create a personal relationship, then we should try to use the oral communication. It encourages involvement in teamwork and decision making process. Means that if we are talking to our team member, if we are doing a decision making process, then we should try to use the oral communication, because it is an effective communication mode for doing these type of things. Oral means providing prompt feedback. If we want to immediately feedback, then we should try to use these types of language. It is cost efficient. Means that we do not pay to more money for doing these type of communication. It is the preferred mode of communication for private and the confidential matter. If we are talking a confidential matter and private matter, then we should try to use the oral communication. And examples of this type of communication is group discussion, speeches, meeting, personal conversation, telephonic conversation, etc. Now come to the disadvantages of oral communication. There are following disadvantages of oral communication. In the form of communication, emotion are visuals, hence can lead to miscommunication. Means that in this form of communication we easily can see the emotion, so sometimes we can miscommunicate the things. It has no legal validity. There is no legal validity of these types of communication. It does not provide the permanent record, and messages are easily forgotten. If we are doing a oral communication, then do not have any type of permanent record by which we can easily forget the message. It may be difficult to certain people understand speech due to the various accents and the pace used in the oral communication. If we are talking about the oral communication, some people are difficult to understand the speeches. This form of communication is not suitable for the lengthy message. If we are using these type of communication, we cannot be convey the lengthy message. For example of disadvantages of oral communication is that we cannot be use these type of communication in formal conversation. Now come to the second question. Second question: explain with the help of an example how body language may support or contradict a message. Body language include facial expression, eye movement, hand gesture, posture, etc. What is the body language? Body language include facial expression, eye movement, hand gesture, posture. What the things has been done with our body is included in the body languages. Body language show not only positive message, but it also show the negative message. It not only show our positive message, it also show the negative impact to the listener. Standing erect and leaning forward communicate to listener that you are approachable and friendly. If you are standing like that you become friendly and become a approachable person. On other hand, folding the hand give the negative message to the listener, and the other hand, when you are doing folding hand, then it give the negative impact to the listener. Even it show the defensive gesture of your. Now come to the next point. What are the significance of visual communication? There are following significance of visual communication. Visual aid like graph, diagram, models, etc. make your oral communication more meaningful. If you are doing oral communication, then you should try to use graph, diagram, models, because it give a great impact to the listener. Use of visual aids makes complex data easy to comprehend. Means that if you use visual aids, then your data complex data become complete, become easy to understand. Visual aids make your communication more interesting. If you want to make your your communication interesting, then you should try to use the visual aids. Now come to the next question, that is fourth. Pratik want to share the marketing criteria for the final project with his teammate. Suggest him to preferred channel for this task and give reason for same. We have to tell that if he is talking with his team members, then which channel she should try to use, and also give the reason for that. Pratik should use the oral communication. This is an effective method to communication with the teammates. If we are talking our teammates, if we are taking any types of decision, we should try to use the oral communication. It will able to immediately feedback their opinion related to topic. If we are doing these type of thing, then we immediately get the feedback and the opinion of their teammates. And listing disadvantages of non-verbal communication. They are following disadvantages of non-verbal communication. It is difficult to analyze a non-verbal communication, thus the leaving a great possibility to distortions of information. Means that sometimes we do not analyze non-verbal communication effectively, so it give a great negative impact to the listener, and it sometimes it make the miscommunication. In non-verbal communication, long conversation and necessary explanation cannot be possible. Long conversation and necessary conversation cannot be do in this mode of communication. So these are the disadvantages of non-verbal communication. I hope you got some point from this video. If you like my video, you can like it, share it and subscribe it. Thanks for watching my video.